I got a free play for you guys. Ole Miss versus Georgia. And I am in Mississippi right now, in Oxford, going to this game this weekend. So I want to get into this free play, the bet that I'm taking, and I'm going to share this play with you guys for free. But yeah, guys, you guys know me, Cole. I'm a professional sports bettor of 4 years. Been working with the team for a few years of other professional sports bettors, guys who've been doing it for 20 plus years. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a free play in this video, running through some member results of why I like this play, why I'm taking it for $3,000. So I will be at this game again in Oxford. It's going to be a hell of a game. I'm very, very excited. So I want to make this video on Friday before this, because it starts kind of in the middle of the day. So I wanted to get this thing out to you guys so that you could lock this bet in before the line moves, and so that I wouldn't have to make this video on Saturday morning. So yeah, let's get into it. Last Saturday's results, guys, we went up 8.75 units. Let me try to move my thing around if I can. 8.75 units. We went 6 wins, 1 loss. We took 2 plays. Hold on. There we go. We took 2 3-unit plays, one of them being Penn State team total under 22.5. We took South Carolina plus 3.5 for 3 units. And then we took a few 1-unit plays. We had Troy plus 4, Ole Miss minus 7, Auburn minus 7, which lost, Charles Jordan money line, and Predators money line. So one thing I want to talk about here, and I wrote this all on a what's it called, a whiteboard, and kind of explained the closing lines on these bets and kind of the correlation between winning and beating the closing line, because I wanted you guys to understand that. So I want to talk about that real quick briefly. On these bets, we beat the closing line on this one, this, and this. And we lost the closing line on 1, which was Troy plus 4. That bet did end up winning, but there is a direct correlation between beating closing lines as a sports bettor and winning as sports betting. So we beat the closing line on 6 out of the 7 bets. And what did we do? We went 6 out of 7 wins. Because when you're beating the closing line, you are increasing your implied probability of winning a bet. And in the case of sports betting, when you're doing that, you're simply going to rise your win rate. And it's a very simple equation to think about, because let's pull up my calculator right now, my betting odds calculator. If you have, and I'm going to show you guys too on the camera, but if you've got a minus 150 bet that you're taking, your implied odds to win are going to be, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but they're going to be 60%. If you're taking a bet that's minus 170, your implied odds to win are going to be 63% almost. So when you think about that, you are increasing your implied odds of winning by 3% just by beating the closing line. If you lock in a bet at minus 150, by the time the game starts, it's at minus 170. You've beat the closing line by 20 cents, and you've increased your chance of winning by 3% before the game starts. And that's how you can, know that you have an advantage. You've got an edge before a game starts, and you're not just guessing, you're actually finding an advantage in your bets. And the way that I track this is, over the course of the week, the month, I'll track what I'm beating the closing line at, and that'll really tell me how I'm doing with my picks. And it usually correlates pretty damn closely to how my picks do. As far as win-loss ratio goes. And this is, if you talk to any professional sports bettor, they'll tell you beating the closing line is the most important thing. And this is the direct correlation, between making money as a sports bettor and taking a strategy to sports betting. So again, last Saturday, 8.75 units. I want you to think about that for a minute. If you're an average, let's just say you're a $100 bettor. That's $875 in profit had you tailed our plays. So I want you to think about what an extra $875 would do, sitting in your betting account, your bank account. Would that pay for some bills? Would it pay for a vacation? Just think about that for a minute. And, when going into today's slate, because we do have tomorrow's slate, we have another loaded slate. We've been working on this slate today. We're going to be working on it tonight. And there's going to be a lot of value. And these are all, closing line value analysis bets. And they're all posted in the premium group for all members. I want to get into some college football testimonials. You can see a lot of the members cashing in college football. This will be you as well. If you join the premium group, you get access to all my bets. Immediately when you join in, you're going to be cashing in, following our college football plays, college basketball too, and cashing in. So that's why, so important. I don't want to see you guys miss out on the Saturday slate, and really on any day, because any given day, we've got bets going down. There's going to be NFL, college football, college basketball, NHL, NBA. There's a lot of value in all those sports, but obviously In the case of today, we're talking about college football because we have a free play for you guys in college football. But yeah, guys, like here's some more testimonials for my members. For anybody that's doubting what I do and what we do as a team here at Stat Bets, I want to show you guys some testimonials from the premium group. John, he's been in the premium group for 4 months. He's made $7,700 in a day, 5-unit gain, and he even threw some of his own plays in there. With that being said, let's get into the free play. It is Ole Miss plus 3.5. I'm trying to keep this video somewhat short for you guys. Let me move my thing over. I like this play on Bovada, and I'm going to put the Bovada sign-up link down in the description for you guys because it's so important that you shop lines as a sports bettor, and it's something that I do all the time because you guys got to realize, let's say I could get Ole Miss plus 3.5 at minus 150 here on Bovada, but on FanDuel, I can only get it at minus 170. I want to lock in at that lower line. That way, first off, I've got more room to beat the closing line, and I am immediately giving myself a better, bang for my buck, essentially. If I'm a $100 unit size better, I'd put 150 in to win 100 versus putting in 170 to win 100. So if you lose the bet, your profits or your losses are much smaller. And then if it's a plus money bet, meaning let's say this was plus 150, and I can lock in plus 170 on FanDuel, let's say, I'm going to lock that plan on FanDuel where it's plus 170 because then I can make more profits. So shopping lines is a massive part of this. And I'm going to make a whole video on shopping lines here soon. But I do want to talk about that because, it's so important to do. It's something that we do all the time as sports bettors and something that, you really should be taking advantage of as a sports bettor. So I'm going to give you guys one of the books that I use, Bovada, and it's honestly my favorite book to use. I'll put the sign up link down in the description. You'll get a 50% sign up bonus up to $250 when you sign up using my link. And so Ole Miss, it's an undervalued spot for Ole Miss. The line opened up at 6.5, and since it's dropped down to 2.5. It's expected to lower down to that +1 mark. That's kind of where we have it pinged with our CLV analysis systems. But public perception is a massive play in this game. Obviously, public perception is all over Georgia. A lot of public money is coming in on Georgia, being that Ole Miss has had 2 losses to Kentucky and LSU, 2 shittier teams. Obviously, LSU is not a shitty team, but not a team that a team like Georgia would lose to, right? And it's just a simple fact. And with that being said, they came off a massive win last week, winning by over 30 points against Arkansas. And this week they're going to be coming in hot. This is a must-win game for them. If they don't win this game, they are out of the playoff contention. And for Georgia, they could lose this game and still make it to the playoffs just fine. It's in Oxford as well. It's a spot for Ole Miss to get it done. And obviously, you could say Georgia is a better team on paper. And that's why I actually like the spot, because it's an undervalued spot. All the momentum is for Mississippi, right? They're at home. They need the win. And the lines are moving, meaning the sharp money's pushing in on Ole Miss. So this is an undervalued spot. Again, we expect the line to keep moving. We have the line pinged with our CLV analysis systems at +1. And it's, we're able to get plus 3.5. I want to take that, that plus 3.5 so we don't take the hook at 2.5. So it'll be a minus 150. Again, you can lock this plan on Bovada. And then, today's Friday. So all the picks are posted in the premium group already. Obviously, they're posted, hours and hours before all the bets start. Tomorrow, bets will be posted super early in the morning. So again, as soon as you join, you get immediate access. Winnable.com/statbets. Hop into the premium group, get access to all of my bets. We're going to have several 2- and 3-unit plays going down tomorrow. The Ole Miss plus 3.5 is just a 1-unit free play. All plays are up in the premium group. I'm heavily recommending to join in because this is a weekend that you do not want to miss out on. If there's ever a day that I'd recommend to join in, it's today, because going into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, loaded slates back to back to back, and it's not stuff you want to miss out on. I mean, if you look at last Saturday, we gained 8.75 units. You missed out on $875 as a $100 better. So with that being said, now's the time. You know what to do. The link is right here. I'll also put it in the description as well. So I'll kind of mark it premium sign-up link, Bovada sign-up link to shop lines and lock any free play on. And let's get after it, guys. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Let's cash out. Let's make some money on our bets.